Can you imagine living in a world where your reality is distorted and your self-esteem is constantly undermined? Welcome to the insidious realm of narcissistic abuse, a form of emotional warfare that is often difficult to recognize, let alone understand. The term narcissistic abuse refers to the mental and emotional harm inflicted by individuals exhibiting narcissistic tendencies. These individuals, known as narcissists, have an inflated sense of their own importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, coupled with a lack of empathy for others. But behind this mask of extreme confidence lies a fragile self-esteem that's vulnerable to the slightest criticism. Narcissists use a range of tactics to exert control and maintain power in their relationships. Among these, gaslighting, manipulation, and emotional abuse are especially prevalent. Gaslighting is a psychological manipulation technique where the abuser causes the victim to question their own sanity. It's like living in a fog of confusion where you're led to doubt your own memories, perceptions, and even your sanity. Manipulation, on the other hand, is a more direct form of control. Through clever, calculated tactics, narcissists twist situations and conversations to their advantage, often to the detriment of those around them. It's a dance of control where the narcissist leads and the victim is left spinning. Lastly, emotional abuse often goes hand in hand with narcissistic behavior. This form of abuse can be subtle, yet it's incredibly damaging. It includes constant criticism, humiliation, and dismissal of feelings. It's a slow erosion of self-esteem, where the victim's sense of self-worth is chipped away bit by bit. These tactics, while different in their execution, serve the same purpose: to maintain control and power. They create a world where the narcissist is the puppet master, and those around them are merely puppets, bending to their will. But it's crucial to remember, this abuse isn't a reflection of the victim's worth, but rather the narcissist's inability to value others. A narcissist's mask may be hard to see through, but the harm they inflict is real. But don't take our word for it. Hear the harrowing tales from survivors themselves. There is a common thread that runs through their narratives. Many survivors recount an initial attraction to the narcissist. They speak of a magnetic pull, an irresistible charm that drew them in. These individuals were not merely confident or self-assured. They were charismatic, captivating, and seemingly larger than life. But beneath this glittering facade lay a very different reality. The survivors recount a gradual shift in their relationships, a subtle change that was hard to pinpoint but impossible to ignore. They found themselves on an emotional roller coaster, with the narcissist deftly pulling the strings. They speak of a range of tactics used by the narcissist to manipulate and control them. There were the grand gestures and lofty promises designed to keep them hooked. Then came the gaslighting, a psychological tactic where the narcissist would twist and distort reality to make the survivor doubt their own sanity. And then there was the isolation. The narcissist would often drive a wedge between the survivor and their support network, leaving them feeling utterly alone and dependent. The impact on the survivor's mental health was profound. They speak of a deep-seated sense of worthlessness, of questioning their own judgment, of constant anxiety and fear. Many grappled with depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and other mental health issues as a result of the abuse. But perhaps the most chilling aspect of these narratives is the realization that narcissistic abuse is not confined to the shadows. It can happen in the light of day, in seemingly perfect relationships, behind the closed doors of homes where there is no physical violence. These stories are not just about individual experiences. They are about a pattern, a cycle of abuse that many people across the world go through. They serve as a stark reminder of the reality many face behind closed doors, a reality that is often hidden from view, but is no less painful or damaging. These stories are a chilling reminder of the reality many face behind closed doors. Knowledge is power. Recognizing the signs of narcissistic abuse can be the first step towards breaking free. Let's dive into some of the common signs of narcissistic abuse. It's important to understand that these signs are often subtle, camouflaged within the manipulator's charm and charisma. First up, constant criticism. Narcissists are notorious for their negative critiques. They are experts at highlighting your flaws, making you feel inadequate or inferior. This criticism is often disguised as just being honest or trying to help you improve. It's a tactic to lower your self-esteem, making you more dependent on the narcissist for validation. Next, let's talk about gaslighting. This psychological manipulation tactic is a narcissist's favorite tool. They'll deny facts, dismiss your feelings, and distort your reality, making you question your own memory, perception, and sanity. It's like being in a maze where the walls constantly shift. You start doubting yourself, and that's exactly what the narcissist wants. Another sign is emotional manipulation. Narcissists are masters of playing with emotions. They'll make you feel guilty for things you shouldn't, and they'll make you responsible for their happiness. They'll swing between emotional extremes, one moment showering you with love, and the next treating you with cold indifference. This emotional roller coaster keeps you on your toes, always trying to please them, and that's how they control you. Lastly, isolation from friends and family. Narcissists will often try to cut you off from your support network. They might tell you that your friends are bad influences, or that your family doesn't understand you like they do. By making you feel alone, they make you more vulnerable, more susceptible to their manipulation. These signs may not be present all at once, and they might not be obvious. But if you notice them, it's important to trust your instincts. Armed with these signs, you might be able to spot a narcissist before they cause irreparable harm. The road to recovery may be long and arduous, but it is not impossible. Healing from narcissistic abuse is a journey, a process that often requires time, patience, and above all, a profound commitment to self-care. It's about reclaiming your identity, your voice, and your right to live a life free from manipulation and control. Seeking professional help is often a crucial first step. Therapists and counselors who understand the intricacies of narcissistic abuse can provide invaluable guidance and support. They can help you navigate the complexities of your emotions, validate your experiences, and equip you with strategies to protect your mental health. Establishing boundaries is another essential aspect of the healing process. Remember, it's okay to say no, to protect your space, to assert your needs. Boundaries are not walls, they are lines of respect. and they can be a powerful tool in preventing further emotional harm. Reconnecting with oneself is perhaps the most transformative aspect of healing. It's about rediscovering who you are outside of the abuse, nurturing your interests, your passions, your dreams. It's about learning to love and accept yourself, to celebrate your strengths, to embrace your vulnerabilities. Survivors often find solace and strength in sharing their stories. They speak of the darkness they've endured, but also of the light they found along the way. They talk about the lessons learned, the resilience gained, and the hope that prevails. They offer advice, compassion, and a sense of solidarity to those who may find themselves in similar situations. Healing is not a linear process. There may be setbacks. There may be days when the pain feels unbearable. But remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. It's a testament to your strength, your courage, your indomitable spirit. From the ashes of narcissistic abuse, it's possible to rise stronger and more resilient than ever before. Because at the end of the day, this is not just about surviving, it's about thriving. It's about reclaiming your life, your joy, your freedom. And that, dear viewers, is a journey worth embarking on.